Well, it's been a warm, humid afternoon across southeast Texas, southwestern Louisiana. Our Roofing 911 Skycam network. Down in Port Arthur, still lots of clouds. We did manage the mid-80s today. That kept the temperatures from getting too hot. We did reach the mid-80s instead of the upper 80s. That's good news there. And we're running in the low 80s right now. It is very humid with that south wind off the Gulf of Mexico. Of course, we had the showers and thunderstorms overnight last night. Satellite showing those clouds working from west to east across the area. Rain chances are there, but pretty small the next day or so. 20% coverage tomorrow with a weak upper level disturbance. That does jump to 30% on Monday, and just a good scattering of showers and thunderstorms expected each day next week. We'll explain why in just a moment. Heat index values, well, it'll be pretty hot tomorrow, especially if we get a little more sun. Upper 80s to lower and mid 90s expected in our heat index column coming up tomorrow, but I do think we'll see lots of clouds, kind of like today, but maybe a few more breaks in the afternoon. Now let's look at Futurecast. We'll be watching northwest Texas tonight. Another big line of storms developing up there. We'll put this into motion. This at 10 o'clock tonight. See the storms moving out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, working on off to the east and southeast. This is at 1 o'clock in the morning, still well north of the lakes area. Good news is this complex of storms is forming farther north in a storm we had last night. That's good news there, but notice how it weakens as it works into East Texas coming up tomorrow. But wouldn't be shocked to see a few scattered showers well after midnight as that system draws a little bit closer. It's been hot across Texas. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, even some 90s in the southwest, 85 in El Paso, and moist southeasterly winds right coming in off the Gulf of Mexico. And there's that severe weather west of Dallas. It'll form a big line of severe storms. That's the area we'll watch later tonight. With that, being a little more confident that that'll stay north of our area coming up later tonight. Moisture levels are pretty high, though. You can see the upper level disturbances just working in from southwest to northeast the next several days, especially by the middle and end of the week. Lots of moisture, pretty strong disturbance there detected on Tuesday. So next week looks pretty active. We'll see on and off scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area, and some 1 to 2 inch rains will be likely in some areas each day, especially by the middle of next week. Futurecast, well, it's going to be a warm, muggy night. Temperatures in the 70s. Can't rule out a few showers, especially for the lakes area late tonight as that line of storms begins to weaken as it gets closer. See, highs will be in the 70s, even in the morning, so very warm start to your Sunday, and a few little showers here and there. We'll give it a 20% coverage coming up for tomorrow as a weak upper level disturbance works across the area. So be a few hit and miss showers coming up for tomorrow on Monday. Marine forecast, south to southeast winds up to about 20 knots, water temperature up to 76. Now late tonight, there will be a chance of a few showers and storms, especially for the lakes. 30%, but a less chance of what we had last night. That's good news. Lower to mid 70s for lows tonight, and for tomorrow, look for about a 20% coverage of showers. Otherwise, very warm and humid, and that will continue each day. I'm afraid we're stuck in that summer pattern now for good as we head on through the rest of May. Highs in the 80s and lows in the 70s. Scattered storms each day next week.
You know, it was so pleasant for so long this spring. Everywhere I go, oh, it's so hot today. And I said, is it that bad? I don't know.
At least it waited till May.
I know. It's just kind of the humidity, as we all know.
You can feel it now.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even in here.
We were just talking in here.
about
Yeah, it's kind of humid in the studio tonight.
All right.